Oh my goodness.
Countdown.
Creeping towards episode 1000. I can't wait.
Final countdown. I mean, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
It really is. Everyone is very impressed, Sarah. I'm just saying, like, I get a lot of people being like, wow, 1,000, like important people being like, wow, 1,000 episodes. Because that shows some stick-to-itedness.
I know. I think this is the longest career I've ever had.
Me too, actually.
Like I had great jobs, but I would, be 4 years here, 5 years here.
We're
jump from
dabblers.
This company, just, I mean, I guess I've been at my private practice for a long time. So, but this is longer than that.
I think our careers are much like Sarah's love for buffets. We like a little of a lot.
Yes, we like a little of a lot.
We like to try this, try that, but not this. That we had to see.
This is the main
podcast
staple.
is sort of a little of a lot.
Yes, that exactly.
Yeah.
That where we can bring you guys so many fun little tidbits.
Yeah.
And it all adds up to a lot, which is 1,000 episodes.
If
I
you
always
had
say,
to
Law and
make a
Order numbers.
pitch, yeah. What is your is 1,000 like your definition of Law and Order numbers?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was.
I mean,
the
800
benchmark.
was pretty high.
Yeah.
That felt like, wow, that's a lot. But 1,000 feels like, I mean,
It's
1,000 episodes. Yeah. Of who has that? And over 10 years.
No joke.
It's a long ass time.
No joke. Decade. Holy heck.
Right.
Okay. If you had to sell, though, if you had to make the pitch, the elevator pitch, as they say, to somebody on why they should come to our 1,000th episode party in Pittsburgh on April 11th, what would it be?
Oh, my
I'm really
elevator
putting you on the
pitch.
spot.
You sure are. I would say, doesn't it feel good to hang out with people who all have something in common? Well, at this event, you will have something in common with every single person in the room. And the thing that you happen to have in common is laughing and learning and connecting. And when you have those 3 things in common with everyone in the room, it's a guaranteed good time.
Guaranteed.
Psh. There we go. Bing. Elevator doors open.
Yeah.
Ground floor.
It's true. I know.
Or
listen,
penthouse.
Pittsburgh could use some work in terms of like greasing the wheels for me here. I mean, we're not Honolulu or anything, okay? I get that.
But you are Pittsburgh.
But we got stuff. And if you're in the Candy Club, you get to come to our Interstellar viewing party.
Oh my gosh.
And Pittsburgh has a moonshot museum. We're very into space around here, okay?
I will be dressed up.
Yeah.
I will be coming in theme.
There will be costumes.
Yep. Not a costume party. Can be.
No,
Feel
you
free to
could.
dress
Whatever.
in theme. You can.
Yeah, you can.
But I will be dressed up as you know I love to do. And I will be fully in character all night long.
Yeah, it's going to be like kind of, I mean, what's a nice way to say shit show? Like where it's more just like shenanigan show.
Well, shenanigan show should be a thing.
Yeah, because it's like we are going to be
It's
off
going
the
to be
rails.
a hoot and a holler.
Yes.
You know?
Because like we have been waiting to let our hair down.
Right.
We want to have some fun.
And I imagine, well, I'm going to bring these things because I have them. You know, those like the disco-y lights that change color and everything.
Yeah.
It's like,
You have them?
I sure do.
Wow.
And
you packing those babies.
Yeah, I'm packing them because I want like, like, disco fun times dance floor
Totally.
party.
Yeah. Just come, everybody, because you won't be sorry. Money back guarantee. I'll even say it. I'll put that out there. Because
Yeah,
it's
if
going to
you
be
come
great.
and you don't have fun, come see me.
Come see us. We'll
I'll
handle
bring
it.
$0 cash because I know you're going to have a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Guaranteed.
So, the
I did
tickets are on our
promise people that
website.
we would flirt with them all night long.
Well, that's like...
And I was like,
Story of
that's a
my life.
guarantee. I know. I was like, I know that I could post this without even asking Susie
Yeah.
if she's willing and able because I already know.
That's implied consent.
Exactly.
As far as I'm concerned.
There you go.
Go to thebraincandypodcast.com. That's where the tickets are. And listen, there's not an unlimited number. Like we there's fire. What do they call those codes?
Yeah.
We can't. You got to get them while they're hot.
What is that? Maximum occupancy.
Yeah, we can't have any kind of safety problems.
Right. We're gonna be hooting and hollering. It's a limited number.
I'm sure you want to like share later in the next episode about your trip, but is there anything you did want to share anecdotally before we begin now?
Well, if you see me itching and scratching in this episode,
you have a rash?
Because once again, I got stung by a jellyfish. And then I got attacked.
Those guys.
Here's what I learned, is that I think if I go into tropical waters, I have to wear a wetsuit with long sleeves because I am very sensitive. And
me too, Sarah. I'm not into that.
It is all over my arms.
There has got to be a remedy for this.
Look at this.
How many do you... fuck them!
I have, how many do I have? I don't know if you can count when they're just like lying. It feels like
you've been slashed.
Yeah, and there's like hundreds on this arm, but you can't really see them as well. And then they're getting all blistery, and I have to do everything. It's disgusting. You guys don't want to know
climate
anything.
Change or what?
Oh, that's a fucking good question because I've never had jellyfish. This has never happened before.
It's because it's warm, right?
It might be because the waters are warmer. Fucking A, that might be the case because I am getting attacked in these tropical waters. So I had that incident. But now we know, luckily I have a girlfriend who knows that this is the situation.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't get stung?
No, she doesn't, or she does. She doesn't have a sensitivity to it. She doesn't get bit by mosquitoes. I'm a fucking buffet.
Oh, me too.
And so she brought with her Benadryl and like this Benadryl anti-itch cream and bought a whole bunch of like anti-itch stuff because I guess what I brought? Nothing. So she brought everything. I didn't even bring fucking bug spray.
Well, like, doesn't your mom have it?
Yeah, she has I should have bought like a Costco size thing for her, but no, they don't really have a lot of that down there. And she has like she makes like her own mix of like eucalyptus and citronella and no that kind of stuff.
That ain't for me. I was going to be meaner about that, but
I'm always like, listen, I'm not having any kids. I don't know what like if I'm not procreating, I don't know, like just like give me 100% deed. I don't fucking care.
Truly, if they said you're going to lose 2 years of your life because of this deed, I would say no problem.
Suze, this is actually you know what I thought about on my car drive home, on my ride home today. I was driving the car and I'm like itching and scratching. And I'm wondering, why isn't there some sort of shot that you can get before you go to these climates that makes you not get bit? I feel like we should be able to invent that.
I'm surprised they haven't.
And then I'm like, how many people, like how much? Then I started playing the game of how much would I pay for a shot, because it's going to not be covered by insurance. So you're going to pay out of pocket. How much would you pay for a shot before you went
$2,000
before I would. Before you went to a tropical environment
if
to not be itchy?
Let's say for a year.
Okay, if it lasted for a year. Ooh.
You know, it depends on how long it lasts.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably do it for like $200. That's how cheap I am. But
well, I mean,
if it's like $200
idea.
and you're like not be itchy. But then after this, if I had one more, I mean, like if my trip lasted longer, then maybe I might be singing a different tune. But holy crap, this is all over my back. So
I really do sympathize because I hate that.
Being itchy is the worst.
Yeah.
I'm just glad there were none on my face that I'm super itchy about.
Well, yeah, because you weren't putting your head under there, right?
No, I was. I was just wearing wearing goggles, like a face mask, so I think they kept away. But yeah, I picked it up and I was
predators,
like, ooh,
because
tentacles.
Their predators are shit in the bed.
They really are. This must be a collapse of the food chain somewhere.
The ecosystem.
Yeah, somewhere
down.
the food.
Well,
yeah.
I am pissed.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're back. Welcome home. Safe and sound, but itchy.
Yes. Safe and sound, but itchy.
Okay. Well, let's dive into laughing and learning, shall we? Oh my God. I'm excited about. I mean, I'm mad, but I'm excited to share it with you. Okay.
Oh my
There
God,
is
I
this
can't wait for
gal.
this.
Yes, there is this runner, Jess McClain, who has had some bad luck lately in her races. She keeps coming in fourth.
Oof, that's
Right?
the worst place to come in.
It's the worst place. And in order to qualify for the U.S. World Champs or whatever, the team, you have to, of course, get in the top 3 on however many races. And so Jess McClain is amazing, but she's an underdog. So this runner is going into this half marathon in Atlanta, and she is racing and she is in the lead. And it is exciting because finally this gal is going to get her comeuppance. And, okay. I am not privy to the mechanics of race culture.
Yeah.
But evidently, the way that a runner sort of knows where to go, because they're not often even from that city,
Right.
is by a lead car, which, you know, you follow through the course and they get you where you need to go.
Susie, we were on a challenge where people only had to run a couple miles, and your
We
entire
lost our way.
team went the wrong direction when there were arrows up. So yeah, lead cars are very important.
Lead cars are very important. So this woman was in the lead and she is following the lead car, and the lead car takes a wrong ass turn.
No.
And she, of course, follows
Of course
the
you
lead
do.
car.
Because what are you going to do? Did she like hesitate? Did she know where to go? Oh, she just
thought
straight
that-
up.
Yeah, she thought this was correct.
Of course, because what are you going to do? Right. Oh my God. You have one fucking job.
Can you imagine if you were the driver of that car? That's
What
something
country
that
did
would
this
happen
take
to
place
us.
in?
Atlanta.
Oh no.
Sarah.
This feels very Italian. I hate to like poo-poo, but
They
I
just
saw
got
your Winter
distracted.
Olympics. You guys,
That would actually make more sense to me.
yeah.
But Sarah, to be fair, I read 2 articles about it, and one said it was the lead car, and a different article said it was the media car. But I don't think so, because
And so they need to make those 2 cars
Yeah, it ought to be
very
obvious.
different. Like one's black, one's white, one's covered in banners.
Neon, yeah.
Yeah. You need to like big sign that says lead car.
yeah, okay.
Hello.
So she follows the lead car, which has gone off the path, and then the 2 people behind her also do. After about a minute, they realize, like, what the fuck? We're not on the course.
Oh my God.
And so she turns around and they get back on the path. And then there's only 2 miles left. She ends in 9th.
Oh no. Because like a minute in marathon racing is a long time.
It was a half marathon.
Or half marathon, even longer, or, you know.
Yeah. And so they get to the end. And of course, they're appealing because what the fuck? This is absurd. Like your lead car went off the course. And the official rules of the race are that every runner is responsible for their own path, even if the lead car takes you down the wrong road.
That almost feels like sabotage.
Sabotage. So she lost
Oh
$20,000, which was the prize money.
No.
Yeah. And to qualify for the world champs, she didn't get to do.
Well, what about the person who got first place?
She's psyched out of her mind. I don't know. They don't even talk about her. Because, I mean, no one's blaming her or any of the other people. It's sort of just like, it should be the race's, I think. It should be the
Absolutely.
race's job to right the wrong, or whoever the governing body is.
Dude, that
Wouldn't you
really
be
sucks.
devastated?
Absolutely devastated.
I'm asking you like someone didn't steal your money. I mean,
Yeah, I get her. We should go on tour together. Is there should see these kind
you
of
should have
people?
a support group.
Yeah, we should have a support group for
Women that got screwed in
Yeah.
competitions.
yeah. I'm fine with that.
It'd be
Let's-
you, Nancy Kerrigan, Jess McClain, fucking Carrie Strug, maybe. I don't know.
And Lolo Jones will try to get in because she's been real vocal about feeling like she got snubbed for
I
like
think there'll be a lot of athletes that are
Who
like,
wanna join
I
this
see
club.
you.
yeah, the snub club.
I mean, Sarah,
Snubbed club.
as a therapist, I'm sure that you would have some tools to teach these gals about like how to accept
Oof.
what you can't control or whatever. But my God, would this be a hard one?
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, this is, I feel like this is where women have more resilience because
we're
they
used
have
to it.
women tend to have a more like diverse identity. Like when they are in extreme sports or are like athletes like this, they often have multiple roles. Sometimes because they're not getting paid for their sport, or they're a mother or a wife or whatever caregiver. They're doing another job, and that is a protective factor in these situations. So I think it's devastating, but I think the women will manage this better than, say, a dude would make this his entire identity, write a book about it, go on tour about, right?
I think that if she ends up qualifying or being in the world championships, which she still could do through another race, then it would soften the blow. But if this is the sort of
Make it or break
thing
it.
that makes the difference, I think that would make it harder. But maybe she could use, and we all could, talking to a therapist. And this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. So maybe she could try out BetterHelp because, my goodness.
We all need a little help sometimes. It's tough out there. And I feel like it's become harder and harder to get that kind of support. Like friends, family, everyone is... A lot of people, I don't want to say everyone, but a lot of people are burnt out. A lot of people are dealing with a lot. And so we do have to outsource it sometimes when we recognize that maybe the people who we normally go to aren't available.
Yeah.
This is what therapists are there for. We work hard to make sure that we have the capacity to help. And it makes all the difference when you talk to a professional.
It really does. And I think a lot of women in particular have this feeling of having to do it all. Like you said, they have all these hats and all these roles to play and could use just somebody to just talk about it all with and manage it all with. And that's what a therapist can help you do. And it is International Women's Month. Isn't that what they call it?
Yes,
Women's History Month, whatever.
Yes.
And so, hey, maybe that could be your thing for this month. They have therapists that specialize in everything from grief to relationships to, just stress and lifestyle stuff. And they will help you find the perfect one for you. Your emotional well-being matters. Find support and feel lighter in therapy. Sign up and get 10% off at BetterHelp.com/braincandy. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/braincandy.
Yes.
If I were her, though, even with BetterHelp, I would really be freaking pissed.
Yeah.
I guess rules are rules, but...
as you started saying that story, I couldn't help but think...
Yeah.
When we said fourth place, that's the worst place to come in. Then my mind went to, what is the order of worst place to come in a race? And I feel like I have an answer.
Jerry Seinfeld says second.
Okay, well, I think it goes fourth place.
Okay, is the...
Last place.
Oh.
Second place. Mm-hmm. Then maybe... Who knows?
Then
after
it's
that.
ranked as
because if you're second to last, you're thrilled. I didn't come in last. I'm happy I didn't come in last. Look at that. I probably had some goal of finishing or something happened, but didn't come in last. That person's happy. Second place, yeah. So I think there's more the I see your second place and I raise you fourth place.
A lot of times last place, though, especially in a race like that where there's a lot of just regular people in it rather than Olympics where it's all elite.
Yeah.
They have people that are fucking,
I feel more
crawling.
like Olympics. That is more what we're talking about. In the Olympics. In a race where you're going to have a podium and medals, I would say fourth place.
It's funny. You're making a really good point because if let's say you went with the you qualify for the Olympics. You're going to the Olympics. You're telling everybody, I'm going to the Olympics.
Oh, for
Everybody
the rest of your
knows.
life.
What place did you come in? That's what everyone
How'd you do?
How'd you do? And then you're going to have to say something that is not first, second, or third. Yeah, pretty much anything under first, people are going to have some dumb
if
comment.
you say, well, I didn't come in last.
Yeah, you'd have to reframe
Second to
that.
last. See, that's a good position in that.
Yeah, and then you'd have to have a joke like
So.
that poor schmuck. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So that's my order.
Wow, interesting.
And I've come in like all those places, and so
Stop. You've never come in last in anything.
for sure, I've come in last on some. Yeah, I came in last on the final in.
That's a final.
Yeah.
So the Olympics would be represented by the whole team, like everyone that was on the show.
Okay, I see. So really,
you
that's
medal
not.
blast, like you got silver.
That was fourth place,
yeah,
which is the worst place, the second worst.
you want to be the underdogs. That's where Sarah feels at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I would call my support group. The underdogs.
Oh, yes. I mean, this could actually be like a really profitable.
Yeah. There's a book to write.
Yeah. That is a book to write. We have so many books to write.
Right. Well, I have the title. That's the hardest part.
Truly. I'll tell you what, as you know, when I was writing my dissertation, as soon as I had the title, I'm like, I'm halfway done.
I know. Every time I do a podcast episode, like I'm like, oh, I got a great title for this one. Episode writes itself.
I'm telling you what, I'm on your side about this.
Yeah.
All right. Now I want to tell you about have you read about the fish doorbell in the Netherlands?
Out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
Did you
heard
see
about
it?
this. That this is, but I
Get out of here.
please, because first I was like, what the heck? You know what you had me thinking. What I first imagined, this could be my ADHD brain here. Tell me where your mind went, listeners. I was imagining Big Mouth Billy Bass at your doorbell, at your front door, and you
bet
ring that,
somebody has that.
and that goes off. But that is not what we're talking about here. I think that many, many years ago, I saw something about this. But tell me.
This was I read about it in, I think, Scientific American, but it's basically something that was installed in the Netherlands in their waterway because they have all these like man-made structures to, facilitate all sorts of things that are important for man, but can get in the way of marine life. Mm-hmm. And so they have these locks that they're blocked off. And around certain times of the year, these fish are wanting to spawn and go where they need to go to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
And so
your old lock is getting in the way.
Your lock's getting in the way. And they have like catfish and eels and pike that are trying to get to the spawning grounds upstream. But it's like not time to open the lock. Mm-hmm. And so they had to create a solution that was good for animals and man. And so they created this fish doorbell.
So cute.
So whenever the fish are kind of lining up at the lock, be like, hey, I'm ready to roll here. Then they have this live stream that anyone can watch.
Pun intended.
And exactly. And people can, from their computers, ring that doorbell.
People can?
Yeah, you can. Anybody can.
Oh, this isn't like somebody manning it. Like you can be like watching the live stream and they're like, hey, there's a fish at the door.
Community run.
Somehow I feel like this would be good for me.
Yeah, because that's what they say is that people feel like a real sense of like, we are helping the world because these fish need to get through. And we can simply ring this doorbell, and then whoever that operates the lock, because that really is like operated by a person, and it takes like 30 minutes to an hour to open the darn thing. and they have to like crank some
right.
wheel or something.
You know what? I did a river cruise where I went in some of these locks and and it does take a long ass time. They got to drain one, fill up another. You wait till the whole boat goes up, then you go into another area, and then it drains again. And it's like a lot of like filling and opening and,
Yes, it's like that.
It takes time.
Like, it's a whole production.
And I cannot imagine fish doing it while a boat was in there. They'd get squished.
They would.
So they need a doorbell.
Yeah, they need a doorbell. I do wonder, though, because, like, the internet is full of assholes. And so, like, is anyone ding-dong ditching? Is this, like, a thing?
Oh, my gosh.
You know what I mean? Like, these hooligans and their mischief.
Yeah, it's like... I feel like there was something else you talked about a long time ago of this, like, thing that on the online where you could... click yes or no, or turn something on or off, and then people ended up making a giant like penises. There's always like it'll go into it. Right. It gets not good, and then it's like self-correct.
And guess who's not doing that? Women.
Obviously, there's
what
obviously.
I mean?
We're not ding dong ditching.
Yeah, it's the nihilists and whatever. I have nothing to say to that. The article said nothing about this even happening. I've created a problem that probably doesn't exist.
I want to see. I want to see if the
fish doorbell.
Yeah.
Oh, and you want to watch the live stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to hear what noise it makes when you click on fish are there, ding dong. Like I really want it to be like a doorbell
noise. I'll
noise.
send that to you, and you can give it a whirl. I don't know if the fish will be waiting or not, but I think it's really cute and lovely, and it's nice when you can crowdsource in a way that makes people feel good and is useful. But I mean, cute fish doorbell. What's not to love about that? Dr. Seuss would have fucking loved that.
Who doesn't?
You know what I mean?
So would Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, all the doctors, the whimsical doctors. Okay. Next up, well, I guess I should just say, since we are talking about animals, that my animals happen to be very big fans of a little thing called Smalls cat food.
Yes, a little thing called Smalls. Oh,
cute.
They do love this.
They love it.
I'll never forget the silhouette that I saw from the room of Mr. Meowgie just sitting there.
Just waiting.
Just waiting. Mm-hmm. Waiting for that cat food, licking his chomps.
Yeah. They are ready to roll. No matter what time I got up. Today I got up at 4:15 and they were like, let's go, sister.
Because you are the cue. You are the signal. They're like, oh, she's up? Great, feed me.
I'm Pavlov's bell.
Yes, you are.
And the food that they are waiting for is Smalls. This is human grade meat. Yeah. They have bird, other bird.
Other bird. And you know what cats love? Bird and other bird.
Bird and other bird. They cannot get enough of those birds. But for real, this is clearly delicious because they cannot get enough of it.
And it doesn't smell bad.
It doesn't smell bad. And that is the key, because anybody that's opened up a can of regular wet cat food will never forget.
If you ever ask me to watch your cats, you better have some Smalls.
And they have an incredible deal for our listeners. Sarah doesn't even have a cat, and she won't quit talking about it, which is funny to me. Stop guessing which meals will upset your cat's stomach, too. Evidently, this is very gentle on them. For a limited time, because you're a Brain Candy listener, get 60% off your first order plus free shipping when you head to smalls.com/braincandy. One last time, that's 60% off your first order plus free shipping when you head to smalls.com/braincandy. Give it a whirl.
Yeah, damn. Now I'm thinking of what would happen if something did upset a cat's stomach and how important
it ain't great.
Ugh.
It ain't great.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about how chimpanzees love crystals.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, I love that. Interesting.
Why do you love it?
I don't know, because I just think it is the same thing that humans love them too. We're not that different. And I think that's probably the same qualities that humans like that make
Yeah.
like it reflects light. It does things that it like breaks the rules, of our.
I mean, people love
I
pretty
imagine you're
things.
talking about those ones that hang from little dangly things and are like clear and reflect the lights, right?
Yeah, or not just.
Or you just mean
not
any
just
kind of
even
crystals?
prisms. Yeah, any crystals. Just
Like
like how we
anything.
believe that they have like powers. And
Okay,
people
well,
like,
that's now it's getting all
That's why I thought you were
hippity-dippity.
excited about it.
I was thinking, well, yeah, anybody likes some cool flashing lights and something but now they're like, ooh, this is maybe they could feel something.
That's what the scholars
Okay,
wanted to know.
I need to. They know.
They
we have
wanted to
answers.
know. Yeah.
Oh my God, tell me.
Yes, this was in the New York Times, and it was saying that basically what you're saying, that we all know that humans are drawn to and are very inspired by all kinds of crystals and beautiful rocks and things, and they wanted to see like, is this a uniquely human thing, or like are chimps fucking wild about them too?
Yeah.
And so they did a study where they put in a chimp enclosure a quartz crystal that was about a foot tall, and they also put a sandstone rock of about the same size.
Okay.
It's just so they could see like, do they react to both or just one or
right,
whatever.
right.
And they were crystal cuckoo. And first, their head lady, whatever they call the main chimp gal,
Yeah.
she pushed it over. I mean, she was like, they were enthralled by it, and then she just was like,
She was like, whoa, too powerful.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yes. So she knocked it down, and that's the alpha female.
Yeah.
And then after that, they wouldn't put it out of their sight. And then they are ignoring the sandstone rock. And then they moved this crystal out of the area that humans can see. There's like this backstage area where it's like private. And they put it back there. And the scholars wanted them to bring it back out. So they had to basically like negotiate with the chimps to get them to bring
the
this.
chimps brought it to their own little area?
Yeah.
Oh, they were like, this is special.
Yes.
Well, they essentially put it up on display in their house.
Yeah.
Like we do.
Or put it in a vault like
Or
we
like in a
can't
vault,
let-
like this is
Yes.
safety. We have to keep it safe.
Yeah.
Ooh. I am
Yeah.
saying this as I am like, what crystal is within reach right now? That I could like,
Right.
I have them all over.
Right. And then the scholars negotiated and the chimps brought them back. It showed value. Like they attributed value to this thing. And so they knew that the chimps thought like this crystal was something special. And then they did the second one where the researchers put out like a pile of rocks and pebbles in the garden, and they included some small crystals. And the chimpanzees immediately sorted the crystals into piles, like separating the crystals. And then they carried them in their mouth, and they turned them to the light, and they like put them in front of their eyes like a prospector, And they finally the researchers wised up and set up the cameras in the dorms.
Yeah,
right?
jeez. What do we like that?
Hello?
Hello. Give the people what they want.
And one of them was like gripping one as he relaxed in his little nest.
Okay.
And so they, were basically theorizing that they're, of course, attracted to like the transparency and the shape and the way that it refracts the light or whatever. And there was one scholar who's getting real excited about it, and he had more like speculative theories where he was like, he believes that he thinks that crystals helped humans invent geometry and unlock like abstract thought. And so he's kind of saying that this is evidence to that point. The other scholars are like, okay, pump the brakes, but
do you remember when we went to the gem and crystal section of the Natural History Museum in Denver?
Yeah, yes.
And how we were both like, how does nature make a perfect square like that? How and all the shapes are so geometric that if you never had that would be your first introduction to like a perfect square.
Yeah. And they're just so pretty.
And they're so pretty.
And like, I've heard other times people say that like
I'm kind of on board with kooky scientist. Okay. You've heard other times people say.
I think that the scholars always that are like trying to rein it in are the ones that are saying like, look, maybe, but like we shouldn't theorize about motivation or whatever.
Yeah. That we can't infer like what their motivation or things. Yes. Okay. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, but at the same time, like you remember there was like they've said how humans are obviously going to be evolutionarily predisposed to look for like water source, and that refracts the light. And so like obviously we are going to be drawn to things that sparkle and shine, and so like there's that. But it does feel like
you wouldn't take it and cuddle with it. Yeah,
that there's people. Well, chimps and people seem to attribute like a greater meaning or something to these items.
Or maybe there's this, it is like a energetic kind of vibration or something that gives off that we can in some way sense.
It's possible.
And you know how we talked about this a while back, and every single time I turn the water on, I think about it now, how we can hear hot water and cold water differently. And you can always tell.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, yeah, that's hot water. That's cold water.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
How that feels almost like an intuition that, sure, there's a sound difference, but it's a sound difference that we're picking up. I don't know. And so I think that there's something, or like when you step outside and you can feel the sun, it's like you could tell you could tell if the sun's out or if it's dark or all this stuff. There's just things that we could tell. And I feel like we could tell a rock from a crystal. There's something about that. If you were to close your eyes and put your hand over it or something, that somehow even the chimps would be able to do that. And that maybe
they should do that. That would be cool.
I know. That's my other thought, is make one that looks like glass, because they could have those fake crystals. Do one that's like made of plastic or whatever, and one that's a real crystal, and see which that's where I would go next with it.
Yeah.
And then we know for sure that there's something specific about that material.
Yeah, that's important or has a different, and it doesn't have to be woo woo.
No, it doesn't.
It can just be about chemical makeup or whatever that is beyond the realm of our particular senses.
And ask more questions, because that's what these.
It's fun.
That's what this is supposed to do, right?
Yeah, I think it's super fun. I love it.
I love it too.
And chimps are just so darn cute. I can't believe you haven't brought up Punch by now.
Who's Punch? Oh, the one with the baby, oh my God, I did see a Saturday Night Live sketch that was so fucking funny it was Punch's mother. And she was like, so what? So what? I live my life. I do what I want. Like, oh, so you never left a baby? With her like cigarette.
It's really funny.
It was so funny. I was like, that is fucking good.
She was on like Weekend Update. We're so focused on Punch.
Yes.
Like nobody's thinking about this.
And she's like the mom who's like slutting it up and like has like multiple babies that she's like left and like.
Well, like, do you feel affection for Punch?
I mean, I feel yes, of course I do. But I think that all I did was see the photo. So I think I maybe protected my heart from, and I've only seen the SNL sketch. So
this
I think
is shocking.
This feels very much, what is it? Harlow Monkey Study, with the wire monkey, and the poor little monkey just wanted a mom.
Yeah, like, why do you think they rejected him? Like he tried to be friends and
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, that's why he's been reduced to hanging out with this stuffed thing.
Was he a jerk? Is he weird?
Chimps? Well, that's maybe
he's doing thing. Oh, but he needs love. Weirdos need love too. I need
that's
love.
Your assumption.
Well, when an entire group rejects you,
think he's
trying to think of like.
They're like, not this guy again.
It's like, ugh.
He's so dear, though.
Oh, well, I don't know anything about him. Well, he sounds adorable.
He was rejected by the group, and then they brought him, like the zookeepers or whatever, brought him this like stuffed Chimp, and he like just wants to snuggle with it all the time and just drags it around everywhere. Justice for Punch.
We do love these stories. You know that other story about the penguin that was like walking off into the mountains and whatever, and we're like, why we really
It's rude.
care about the one that is being rejected
as the head of the underdog community, Sarah,
I should care. Punch can be a member. He's welcome.
Should say so.
He's definitely welcome.
You
we
need
accept
to watch
you.
Some videos. I think you'll
I know
come
I
back
do. I know. I'm telling you that this is what happens when you go for a week without internet in the jungle. I saw real monkeys.
Well, you did?
I did.
They hung out with you?
Yeah.
Did you touch them?
No, because and I wouldn't want to. These guys they're
they
wild.
Rabies?
No, they're just, monkeys can kind of be assholes.
They can be just like people.
No experience close up with a monkey I've had has been friendly. They've stolen my food.
Yeah, where are the sweetie pies? That's what
they're
I
up
want.
in the trees doing their thing. So, but they're very loud howler monkeys, and there were just monkeys hanging up in the trees.
Yeah, it's like the ones that come down and are like real social, shall we say? They're like the reality TV people of the monkey community.
Oh yeah, and the monkey community is like, oh guys, go hang out with the people. We don't like you.
Yeah. Well, I'm jealous you got to see one anyway.
Oh yeah.
All right.
You can come to Costa Rica and see all the monkeys.
Oh
my God, you'd have so much fun.
What's he gonna do for Pete?
Freaking A, let's go.
Freaking A. Okay. Well, before I talk about the next thing, I'll talk about our fashion, which is brought to you by freaking Daily Look.
Yeah, because let me tell you, I would have none if it weren't for somebody else picking out what I should wear. And it doesn't take much. I just need a little, like, I realize how old I am now. I understand. I think 40 really does it. 40 is like, I actually might not know what's cool anymore, and I need somebody else to decide what I'm going to wear.
Yeah. And maybe it doesn't even matter what's cool. Can we just do what looks cute? And
what's cool for me.
Yeah.
What's my style, which I get to pick because you go through a whole bunch of looks and you can really like tell your stylist, who's a real person, by the way, like what your style inspiration is, what kind of looks you like. You can make edits, to.
You can give them your Instagram or, just tell them what celebrities you're like kind of aspiring to be styled like. I feel like they take the notes really well.
I gave him Instagram handles of other people whose fashion I like, and they totally nailed it.
They really did for both of us. I am so impressed. And like Sarah said, it really is a real stylist that is doing it. It's the #1 highest rated premium personal styling service for women. And this stylist is dedicated to you, and they will help you find what you need. You just tell them. And it really is such a load off my mind. Like, I don't have time for, I don't know.
Shopping?
Send me stuff.
All right.
Yeah, no thanks.
No.
I can't even bear it. But I found it to be so useful, and they do a great job. They send you the looks right to your door, and then you keep what you love. You send back the rest. It's time to get your own personal stylist with Daily Look. Head to dailylook.com to take your style quiz. Use code BRAINCANDY for 50% off your first order. Once again, that's dailylook.com for 50% off, and make sure you use our promo code BRAINCANDY so they know we sent you. One last time, dailylook.com, promo code BRAINCANDY.
That's a good deal.
It's a great deal. All right. Okay, this was cute. This was an article. Actually, let me pull it up. This was an article in Scientific American, and they're very funny, and you should follow them on Instagram because they try to like pull like pop culture stuff and then teach you about science through that lens. So this was an article.
Hello, that's
That's hello.
the name of the game.
I know. Are they copying us or are
Right.
we copying them? This was looking at the science of lying.
Oh.
And they used the Traitors reality show as the lens through which. So it was like, if you were on Traitors, how could you be a good liar or whatever?
Wow,
a traitor.
cool.
Or how could you be a good, what's the other one? I have it.
Is it like loyal? A traitor and a...
Yeah, what's the other one?
I don't know.
Oh, I forget. But like the ones that are like nice and not lying.
Yeah.
The non-traitors.
Yeah.
So
Because I've
they'll say,
actually,
like,
believe it or
here's how
not,
to do
never
it.
watched the show. But
I don't believe it.
have watched a million clips of it.
That's shocking. You watch so much reality TV. Why have you held your, like, why have you...
I know. I don't know
Does
why.
it
'cause
not appeal
just-
to you?
It
Because
absolutely
you hate
does.
lying?
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna be. I think I might be jealous if I watch. I want to be on it.
Oh, well, that I get. I
It's
have
like,
avoided many a show for that reason.
You know, it's like I can't watch because I'm too mad. I'm not on it.
Okay. Well, maybe if you ever get picked, which you should, by the way, because how great would that be?
Oh, I'd be the best at that show.
Well, the funny thing is, Sarah's terrible at lying, but I think in a game setting,
Yes.
it's totally different.
Absolutely, it's different because I know how to. That's what I did the whole challenge.
Because
I
I
would
don't.
never really lie, but I
And
would
they
also
actually-
not tell the truth.
They touch upon this in the article about how, like, part of being a good trader is keep on reminding yourself that this is a game
Yeah.
because the brain treats it differently if it's harmless
Right.
versus like if you know you're being a fucking dick.
Right, because you can't have any emotional reaction to it.
Yes.
You have to like stay on. It's a game
It's a
that
game.
you're playing, and the object of the game. Right. I played
Yeah.
this game at camp. We call it Mafia.
Ah. And you're probably really good at it.
Yeah.
Right. I wouldn't want to play against Sarah. I know that.
Because you're part of it is convincing people that you are not that, and convincing other people that they are something that maybe they're not. And that
Listen, I would crush it.
you would be so good at this.
Right?
You should really go on there.
I mean, if I were more famous, maybe. But
You
in
would
terms
be-
of how good I would be,
You would be the freaking best.
thanks, Sarah.
Oh my god, you'd be so.
It's really not even a compliment. It's like you are so manipulative.
No, you can
But
just.
yes, I am. Bitch.
But to know that you have that skill and that you only use it for good. how
That's
good is that?
right.
That's
I know.
a
You're
good
welcome,
thing.
everyone.
Right.
Okay, so it was talking about how scientifically we know that humans are very bad at detecting lies. And I would say I am pretty bad at knowing when people are
I'm
lying.
very bad.
Because we like genuinely believe people. when they just
100%.
say it, right?
100%. I'm like, they have no reason to lie to me.
Right. Why would they do that?
Right.
There was a study of 24,000 people. It found that participants correctly identified lies 47% of the time. So
Which
less
is
than flipping
worse
a coin.
than. Oh my God.
So bad.
That's so bad. Just close your eyes and guess. That, you know why also? Because the things that, and I see people do this all the time, like when they play poker or when they, like,
Yeah, we're
they
good at
come up
poker.
with reasons for why the other person is lying, and then they like dig their heels in. They go, "Oh, that person's lying because they looked to the left or whatever," and then they get caught, like hung up on that being the
right.
and then they
The tell.
right.
Yeah. But they have no fucking clue.
No fucking clue. Nobody
It
has any
said-
idea.
Okay, so if you're one of the loyal people, whatever they're called, and you want to figure out who's a traitor, you have to remember your own innate biases, of
Yes.
which there are many. And so, like you said, we've been taught that liars won't look you in the eye, but
Right.
the truth is they do more so. Liars tend to maintain eye contact, and truth tellers, like when they're planning what they're going to say, they look off and
Right.
you know, it's just a natural way we think. And so we have been taught to detect the liar incorrectly.
All right. And I hate that in my mind, I'm like, oh, yeah, I could totally tell a liar. But I know I could not.
I wonder if you could, though.
No.
I feel like in therapy, you probably have to do this all the time.
But I don't. Because I don't. I can never, because what I do is I try to instead, this is what I do on the challenge. I did on the challenge, and I do as a therapist, and I do as just a regular human in my life. I try to create an environment that's so safe that if you were to tell me something that so I'd be understanding.
You're encouraging truth.
I'm encouraging truth that this
which is a good method too.
Yes, and the only time I've heard that people have lied to me is, I'm sure there's been many reasons, but I've been told that, well, I told you this or I didn't tell you this because I didn't want to make you sad. I didn't want to hurt your feelings. Yes.
Yeah.
And that is it. But like lying to, I don't know if this even.
I'm pretty sure I've done that with you.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. They say, I couldn't tell you that because I didn't want, and I go, I'm not going to be sad.
It's almost like we think so much of you.
I think
ethically that we don't want you to know how disgusting we are. I mean it.
Thank you so much, I think.
Whereas,
but no judgment zone. You could do whatevs. I'm go with the flow. People can disappoint me. It's okay. I'm very easygoing.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
And then they go, but I couldn't. I go, what indication have I given to you that I wouldn't be? And then they always say, well, none.
No, it's just it's our assessment of you that is getting in the way, rather than anything you're doing.
I don't know how to. I want people to.
You might have to like act like you're scummier.
Okay.
If you want the rest of us to be honest.
Like, you know what I'm going to do? Not return this grocery cart. Yeah. Whatever. I'm fucking rebel. I'm a rebel, Dottie. A loner.
Every time I look at that Pee Wee shirt you got me, it cracks me up.
Yeah.
Like, that is so clever. The whole thing where he's like in a bow tie. But he's like posing as a rebel. It's just like you.
It says like made
that.
for heaven, like sent to hell or something like that. Bound for hell or something like that.
Another tell is that if you watch somebody and they're jovial and smiling and laughing, and then they suddenly go back to being like not smiling, that usually means it was a fake smile and a fake laugh to begin with.
Yeah, you have to do the wind down. It has to go. Yeah. If you don't do that wind down side, you are fake laughing.
You're faking. Right.
I know that.
So like liars often also suppress gestures.
Okay.
Like they say that lying requires so much cognitive effort.
Yes.
That it's almost like it's unconscious. We're not aware that we're like becoming frozen or stiff. It's just sort of how your brain does it. They said it's sort of similar to how, like, if you get a text and you're walking along and you stop on the sidewalk to respond.
Oh, that's a very good way to describe it.
Yeah.
That your brain has to kind of stop whatever action it's doing in order to use
divert energy
creating the lie, whatever. I guess that means if you're going to be on Traitors or be a liar, rehearse the lie and practice the lie to where it becomes like you're saying it, like you believe it is truth. Ooh, that's fucking twisted.
It is, but I feel like we could do it.
I mean, if I had
to. Okay. So then they did the inverse, and they were saying like how you could try to figure out who's lying, right? And so they said you could exploit the tendency by doing something they call cognitive interviewing, which, they're called faithfuls.
Oh, faithfuls.
Yes,
that's it.
Faithfuls.
Yes. I was like, loyalists? What is it? Faithfuls. Yes.
Faithful traitor players. They say that you should ask people about whatever it is that you're trying to find out about. Like, outside of chronological order.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And so that they have to keep track of this lie piecemeal, which is very hard to do.
Yeah.
If you just start telling a story, it's pretty easy to create this lie and remember it. But if you say, but what did you do like at the end and then skip back to the beginning?
Oh, my gosh. That's how you catch them.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a good tip for figuring out, even if you have a teenager, for example.
Oh, yes. Susie, you're going to know about this now and maybe more so in a couple years.
Or a partner that you're suspicious of or something.
Yeah.
Like if you're asking them a question about their story and you keep shifting around in the timeline, it is disorienting to the person. That is a good tip.
Because it's got to be stored in a different part of your brain. Then the hippocampus isn't really used because you're not storing it in a timeline. So it's in some other part that would make that part really hard to connect and access.
Well, and they said that even like with police officers, they were better at detecting lies about something when the suspects
ask them to tell it in reverse order.
If they told false details, but like in reverse chronological order, the officers was like, that doesn't make sense because they're thinking in real life, whereas this person's making stuff up.
Right.
Yeah. And then they said, just remember also that like, just because you agree with somebody, what they're saying, like if someone's trying to lie to you, they'll probably tell you what you want to hear. And that makes you more inclined to be like, yeah, that sounds right. And so don't
such a sucker.
Fall for that. I know, right?
I don't believe anything. Somebody tell me what they want. I want. I'm like, good. Yes.
That's a really good point.
Pepper and a lime. Still, yes.
And also, like, if somebody's attractive, we're more inclined to believe them.
Oh, totally. This is pretty privileged.
This is why Luigi Mangione is probably going to get a light sentence. They call it the halo effect.
Wow. Didn't work so well for those brothers.
Maybe it's because all that crying, I think.
Oh.
I really do. I feel like people were turned off
maybe.
by like all that emotion, which is so weird.
Gosh.
But you're right. It didn't work.
That was the
Ted
time.
Bundy.
That was the time that, well, the evidence was too strong in that case. It worked for him for a while until.
Well, no, no, but they're just talking about severity of punishment.
I see, of punishment. Yeah.
But right, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that if you want to convince someone you're telling the truth, you should be very jovial and likable and make your stories very personal and emotional and whatever. But I think it's fun to learn. Just I that's why I love human psychology stuff. And like you're more into like animal stories and space stories, but like when I hear about like how the human brain operates and how we get
obviously,
tricked.
I love that.
It's so
That
fun.
was my entire undergrad.
Yeah. But like,
And
it's always just like,
it's
our brains are
fascinating.
so wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything I always go back to how much we think we know our brain and how different it acts than how we think it's going to. In every way.
I don't like that part.
We think, oh yeah, more choices, but really we want less. We think, oh yeah, I can definitely tell a liar, when really we can't. We think, oh yeah, whatever it is. Oh yeah, I'm so good at X, Y, and Z, when really we're not. You know, like our brain is just working so hard to protect our delicate, fragile little egos.
Yes. And even just like, when I watch The Pitt.
Oh, so good.
It's so good, but I'm
Baby Jane Doe.
Like, I'm always just like, I can't believe any of us are alive. There are so many ways to die.
Oh my God. You know what? You watch that and think that. I think, damn, we are resilient. You can freaking blow a couple parts of us off. You can like cut into our guts can come out and we'll still live.
Guts is a funny word.
Oh my God. After my mom's hernia and like really imagining guts coming out. I can't.
Did you see him?
Guts? No, I did not. But I saw the scars afterwards. And like that woman has just, she's like a pincushion now. She's been cut up and opened up and just surgery here and there. And I'm like, hey, maybe we don't do things that can result in, like,
I guess it is like
sudden loss of life.
I feel both things because I remember reading Bill Bryson's book, The Body, and he's always amazing. I love him. He's one of my favorite authors. And in that book, you really do walk away because he makes it clear and he says, our bodies want us to live.
Yes, so bad.
And they are working their ass off.
So bad.
And that if there is a way for you to live, it will find it.
Yep.
So
Hello,
in a way, I
sepsis?
hear what you're
God.
saying, that like there is that resilience that is so inspiring and amazing and miraculous. But at the same time, when you see all these patients coming into the ER and you just think, fuck, there is so many ways to die.
Oh my God. Well, you did not grow up in an accident-prone family, and I did. So
Accident prone.
I feel
one
like
way to look at it.
Right. Well, look at all we had a fucking ER
Well,
punch
you didn't
card.
have a hedge of protection. Okay.
Well, I know. We were over there messing with crystals, which apparently great for cuddling
Very
with.
beautiful.
Not so good for hedge of protection.
But you guys all made it too.
We did. We're just have a few more scars.
It's both things. I feel I sense the miracle of life all the time.
Yeah.
But I also sense the fragility.
Absolutely.
And it freaks me out.
I get it.
What are we going to do?
Enjoy every single minute, make the most of it, and look around and thank every single part of you. That when I watch The Pitt, I think about that. I go, thank God that both of my eyes are seeing today. Thank God that I have all 10 digits on my hands. Thank God that I can stand up and sit down. Thank God that I can go to the bathroom without a bedpan or a catheter or whatever. All of those things are things to be grateful of and reasons to thank our lucky stars and give hugs to the people that we love.
Yeah, you're right. And to the people that help us stay healthy.
Oh, all the time. Absolutely.
Good work. Tip of the hat, healthcare
Yes.
workers.
Tip of the hat. Yes.
I mean, we're over here just talking about nothing into a microphone.
Right.
Okay? For 1,000 episodes.
Try to balance it and help here and there, but you know. My other
you
job.
guys, I wouldn't trade. Let me put it that way.
The nurses of this world.
Thank you for your service.
Yes. Yes.
All right, friends, please grab your ticket on thebraincandypodcast.com. Use our
we
codes.
cannot wait to see you there. I'm going to hug every single one of you.
And it's it's less than a month away. So
It's going to be so fun.
Get moving, everybody. This is going to be one for the ages.
Yep.
Use our codes, which are also on thebraincandypodcast.com, and go to patreon.com/braincandy if you're kind of a reality TV nut, and you will enjoy that as well. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.